Hello everyone, welcome to Quick Code Academy. So today in this video we are going to see three different methods: map, filter and reduce, which we use on array. Sometimes people get confused between these three methods, but today I'm going to show you what is difference between three of this with example, so that this concept will be clear to you. So first we will take a look at map function. So map method is nothing but if you want to transform values of array, so at that time we can make use of map method. So map generally returns array in return. So suppose we have created this variable array, so in that we have these values. So suppose if I want to double all the values, so instead of iterating to all the values, we can simply write one map method. So here we have to just say array.map, and we will be passing each value of array one by one, and we are going to transform it. So that is nothing but I am going to double in this case, and since it returns value in the return, so I will create one more variable as return map. And now let's see what we are getting. So to check that, I'm going to write console.log transformed array. So in that I'm going to print this return map. Okay, so let's see it on browser whether it is working properly or not. So now if you see, we have received this array 2, 6, 8, 10, 12, 18, which is nothing but 1 into 2 is 2, 3 into 2 is 6, then 4 into 2 is 8, and so on. So here now suppose I want triple of this, right? So I can simply change this to 3 and we will get triple. So now suppose if I want to add 2 in each value, so at that time I can say x plus 2, so it will add 2 in each value. So that is simple, right? So map method, whenever we want to transform all the values of the array, so at that time we can make use of map. So map function takes array as input and transform each value of that array. So the length of the input array and the length of output array always remains same. So next we will check. Let's write map over here for our understanding now. So let's check second method, which is filter method. As the name suggests, so whenever we want to filter values of the array, so at that time we can make use of filter method. So the return type of this is also array, because we will receive the list of values, right? So since we have created this array, and if we want the values which are greater than 2 from this array, so at that time we can make use of filter to filter that array. So similarly we can write array.filter, and then here we will be passing each value, and then we are going to say the values which are greater than 2, only return those values. And here we will create one variable as return filter. For understanding, I am giving this kind of name. You can give any variable name you want. Console.log returned array array after filtering. Okay, so now I'm going to print that value. So it should return all the values which are greater than 2. So which values are greater than 2? So these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 9, all these are greater than 2. So let's refresh now. So here if you see returned array, so we have received this 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Now suppose if you want to filter the values which are greater than 5, greater than or equal to 5, so what we can do, we can write this one, and now if I save this, so here you can see, right, we have received those values which are greater than or equal to 5. So whatever logic you have to write for filtering, you can write within this filter method. So this acts as a condition for each and every value, and it consists of all the values, and at the end it returns the array. So now we will look at the reduce method. So most of the times we have to return only one value, which can be either sum of the array or anything else. So reduce method always returns single value, So let's take a classic example of finding sum of the numbers within array. So to do that, what we can do, we can take input as array. On that we can say reduce. So in the reduce we have to write function, in which we have two parameters, one is accumulator and the second one is current. So current value represent the every value 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 and so on, and we have to initialize the accumulator also. So whatever operation we are going to do, we are going to store it in accumulator. So suppose if you want to find the sum, then sum would be this accumulator and the current value would be the each value of the array. So here for sum, since I am finding sum, I will initialize the value of accumulator to 0. So whatever code we have to write within this function, and here I can simply say whatever value is there, please add that current value in the accumulator, so that finally we will get the sum of the array. So here, so let store it in the variable sum, and now I am consoling this statement, console.log sum of array, and now I'm going to print this accumulator, I'm going to print the return value, which is sum. And now if I refresh the browser, let's check it whether it is working fine or not. So here you can see we have received the sum of array as 28. So now if we add 9 plus 6, 15 plus 5 is 20 plus 4 is 24, and this 3 plus 1 4, which makes it 28. So in this way you can make use of all the three methods. Just to summarize, map method we use if you want to transform each value of array, so at that time we can make use of map method. Filter method is used when we have to conditionally filter out some of the values from the array. So here in this case, since we wanted to filter the values which are greater than or equal to 5, So we have written condition over here, and that also returns array with the filtered values. And the last one is reduce method. So suppose if you want to store values of an array within a single variable, so accumulator does that work for you, and after iterating through array, it returns a single value as accumulator. So reduce accepts two parameters, one is accumulator, one is current. So current value represent this each value of array. Current is nothing but, in for loop we use, right, array of I. So this is nothing but that thing only, and here in this code it is getting added at every iteration, and after all the values are finished, it is going to return this accumulator. Okay, so for this we have taken example of the classic example of finding sum of array. So here we have this value, and don't forget to, whenever you will add reduce method to an array, we will have to initialize with the initial value. It can be anything. Here, since we had to find the sum, I have initialized to 0, but as per your need you can initialize to anything. So this is all about this 3 method. I hope you like this video, and if you want more videos like this, make sure to hit the like button, and also subscribe to my channel. And if you have any doubt regarding this topic, so make sure you add comment in the comment box section. I will try to resolve them. Thank you all. Thank you for watching this video.